This video is a brand and marketing analysis of Jennie's solo career and why her brand works so well for the Western industry. Jennie won the poll I posted, so everyone who wanted Rosie, she will be coming out next. And with that, let's begin. With her new image as a soloist, Jennie did one of the most important... Wait, I didn't talk about brand. What is a brand? Branding is your identity. Your unique identity that makes you stand out next to your competitors. With her new image as a soloist, Jennie did one of the most important career-making branding steps. Done by Sabrina Carpenter, Charlie XCX, and so many more, Jennie associated herself with a color. Jennie is red. Jennie is red. Jennie is red. Jennie is red. Speaking of, I specifically wore red for this video. Let me give you a little outfit check. By the way, I have a fashion channel, go check it out. We can see that Jennie is red from anywhere to her digital album cover, to her album sampler, physical album, and album trailer. And this color concept flows even smoother with her social media username and album title, Ruby. Colors are some of the most recognizable parts of someone's brand, so setting up yourself a color to be related to will only bring you success. Especially for Jennie, when you consider that Jennie isn't well known in the West, so having an easily recognizable brand will help her. Another addition to Jennie's image is her hairstyle. In her music videos for Mantra, Zen, Extra L, and Like Jennie, she wears these harsh bangs, usually in black, and sometimes in a platinum blonde or like this bright, bold red. Her bangs are a common reoccurrence throughout every music video except Love Hangover. That's 5 out of 6 MVs that she wears those bangs in, not including her album trailer, album cover, and album sampler. It adds this subconscious association of bangs to Jennie's image. It makes her more recognizable to Western listeners by building her a stronger brand. Next is one of my personal favorite additions to Jennie's brand. It is her theater and performance concept. Throughout her pre-album promotions and album content, we see constant references to this. Starting with her album cover, we have Jennie, who is standing on this red circus ring being watched by a bigger Jennie, who is pulling aside curtains, almost as if Jennie is looking at her life as a celebrity performing for everyone. You feel this even more so through the album trailer, where the bigger Jennie looks hesitant when peeking through the curtains. We also see the curtains returning for the lyric videos paired with a spotlight. It serves its purpose being a background as the lyrics perform on this stage. The curtains are also decor for Jennie's Rubify listening event. But this is not the final appearance of the theater performance concept. We see the curtains reappear in the MV for Extra L, not only being the background for most of the song, but also having a moment during Doechie's entrance where she peeks through them and then struts through them as if about to storm on stage. We also have a moment during Doechie's part where as she's walking, there is a bright stage spotlight on her. The song then wraps up with the final scene of Doechie and Jennie waving goodbye to the camera as the curtains close on them. The curtain concept adds more depth and attitude to Jennie's brand. It starts the building of the Jennie aesthetic. And most importantly, it continues to make her more recognizable to the industry she is new to. The last addition to her brand, image-wise, is Capybaras. This is one that isn't as prevalent as the others, and it's more of a fandom piece or a fandom joke, but I think it's still relevant to go over. It first began with her YouTube community post for Extra L, which included a crocodile for Doechie and seemingly a capybara for Jennie. Then, in a live stream with Doechie, after being asked her fandom name, she says that today we can go for capybaras. The last appearance the capybaras make in her content is in her Like Jennie MV, where she gets set on fire and then burns into a capybara. Associating herself with capybaras not only makes her more recognizable and adds to her image, but also gives a fun, easy to understand, and silly phantom joke for incoming fans. This is important because Jennie has been a part of Blackpink for 8 years, so incoming fans to her solo work might be scared off by her long and confusing history. I cannot see my script anymore. All the Blackpink inside jokes and memes could be overwhelming for a fan trying to get to know Jennie. Giving her solo image an easy to spot meme makes entering her fandom as a Western listener smoother. That was not smooth. Jennie's brand also carries over to her sound and her lyrics. So let's go over the factors that make her perfect for the Western market sonically. First of all is Jennie's lyrics and meanings of her songs. The Western industry is not one for cringe and carefree concepts, especially in lyrics. So something that would work in K-pop would just get laughed at in the West. The Western industry values those meaningful, vulnerable, and relatable lyrics. And Jennie delivers just that. From her song Twin, a letter to an old friend who she grew apart from, to then start a war where she declares to be irrevocably, nailed it finally, where she declares to be irrevocably protecting to her loved one, even if the relationship struggles. And then Handlebars, where Jennie admits to impulsively slipping into love. All her songs hold meaning and feeling. This not only appeals to the West, but it also makes her and her listener feel closer. Throughout her album, she also uses a few different sounds, the most out there and different from the rest being mantra. In an interview, Jennie described her album to be like a buffet for her fans. But despite this, she still has cohesiveness in her album. It isn't a random pile of genres scrunched onto an album. It has a general direction. A majority of her songs fit into the pop R&B sound, with extra L like Jennie and with the IE way up being the more hard-hitting, being the more rap-heavy, hard-hitting songs. Each song, even though different, it had this like similar vibe. It all felt Jennie. Kind of like Maniac and La 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 were completely different, but still felt like Stray Kids songs. One thing I've noticed in Jennie's music is her usage of beat switches or like beat evolutions. Throughout multiple songs, there's a moment where the song has like a mini NMIX change up. Not as dramatic as NMIX, but she does have those almost like genre changes. You can notice this in Starlight, Filter, and Soul City, where at the beginning it starts off one way, but when you get to the chorus, it kind of changes and the sound evolves a little bit. I think this gives her a stronger identity sonically and could make her more memorable if she continues with it in her next album. Even though Jennie's branding is super strong and great for the Western market, there's always room for improvements. So let's go over what can help her be even more suited for the West. This is less branding, more marketing, but Jennie needs to get herself out there more. And I don't mean variety shows that only current fans will watch, I mean performances. Take a look at Lisa. She performed at the Oscars, the VMAs, Global Citizens Festival, and Victoria's Secret. Even though Lisa has her own branding problems, the Western audience starts to remember her through her constant reappearances. So even if they don't care about Lisa, because she's everywhere, they will still be talking about her and they will still be remembering her. If Jennie performed at a few similar events that cater towards the West, I think it could help her boost herself into the Western industry even smoother. She will be performing at Coachella this year, so I do think that will help her, but I think a few more like big name performances will push her further. Those were my thoughts on Jennie's branding. I hope you enjoyed this video because I enjoyed making it. Thank you to everyone who left the sweetest comments on my last video. They really make me smile. Hopefully, I will see you in the next video.